Jared Polinfrono's Photo.com, and this is a hands-on preview of the Rodecaster Pro. If I had it my way, I would call it the Rodecaster Fro, but it's not mine, it's Rode's, and that's what they've named it. Now, this is basically a podcasting board that's gonna cost you $599, but it's going to let you record 4 people at once. Well, and some phone calls, which you'll see in just a minute. You have 4 inputs in the back for XLR. Now, these are XLR inputs. You're not using USB. So you can put 4 of them in the back. You can do 4 headphones in the back. You can individually control the headphone volumes for each of those 4 headphones, depending on who's using it. Over here, you have a master volume knob. Now, it's really nice because as I twist the knob, I know knobs and I know twisting them. These knobs twist nicely. I personally use this as an audio interface, meaning I plug this Rodecaster Pro into my computer to record into Adobe Audition using the USB-C on the back of this board. That means that I can put my compression on there, I can do whatever it is that Steven has set up in a template for me so that my audio sounds the way I want it to sound. But this board can act as a standalone board. It has a micro SD card slot in the back. That means you can take it with you wherever you want to go and record your podcast and hit record, just like I'm going to do now. And now, I've switched over to using the microphone right here, which is a Rode broadcaster that's going right into this. And you can see the red has turned on, and we are now recording. What is cool is you can have 8 different drops, 8 different colors over here, and different drops like, oh, this audio sound. You can actually change these on the computer. It's really easy to do. You just drag and drop. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and hit stop because I wanna show you some things on these touch screens. Now, I just switched back over to the microphone, the lavalier that's under my shirt, and check this out. On this touch screen, I'm just blocking the light here so Steven back here can get some nice views. You can see all of the audio levels right here. You have all of these individual faders right here. Now, I do want to say that they do feel a little bit on the plasticky side, so you want to be careful that you're not too rough on those, but they should be fine. They slide perfectly well, but this touchscreen is pretty cool. You have all of these different options. If I hit audio right here and I hit microphone number 1, look at that. It already knows what I have selected. You can go to advanced and you can see all the different check boxes that you could check. If you wanted to go ahead and put on the big bottom or anything that you wanted to do, you could do that right inside of there. But check this out. When I hit microphone, it knows that this is the Rode Broadcaster. So we're letting it know that that is the microphone that I'm using right now. You can do setup, you can do voice, so it can know if it's a deep voice, medium, I guess I'm a medium voice, or you could be a high voice. Hi guys, you want to get high with Tally? But anyway, that could be a high voice. I guess it depends on which podcast you're on. If you're on the Joe Rogan podcast and Elon Musk is on, you would probably want to use high voice because he was smoking. So to get out of here, all you need to do is either hit back or the home menu, and it takes you back to this screen right here. One other thing that I didn't mention is you can actually connect 2 phones to this board, one via Bluetooth and one via a TRRS cable to a TRRS cable. Now, it may be a little clearer if you plug it in directly from a cable. The Bluetooth setup is super easy. I'm actually already connected to my iPhone because that's what I use at home. But when I hit this Bluetooth button, look here on the screen. It says Jared Polina's phone. Now, I didn't know that I spoke Spanish, which I don't. It just must not know the apostrophe, so that's what it says. But currently, I'm connected to my phone, so let's go ahead and make a phone call. Can I hit record? Boom. I just hit record, and I'm back to using the broadcaster. So I have to plug in my headphone, which is already plugged in here, so that I can hear the person on the other end, which is cool because on the front, I can have this right here to monitor myself, so I can now hear with 0 latency from this microphone to here and from my phone. So I'm going to give Dan a call because he's upstairs. So go ahead. It's already connected to Rodecaster Pro. It's calling Dan.
Good afternoon.
Oh, hey, Dan. How are you?
I am doing excellent. And yourself?
I'm doing well recording downstairs. As you guys out here can hear, it sounds like a phone call. Go ahead, Dan. Go ahead and say something nice.
I am working on the Photo News 6, which is very funny, and I'm excited to get it out this week.
As you can tell, it sounds like a phone call. Now, there is a way around that. You could connect via, say, Skype or a Zoom call, or you could actually connect to a computer and just play the audio from there. If I was watching a YouTube video and I wanted to comment on it, or I wanted to play some other audio, like listen to a song, I could go ahead and do that. So, Dan, get back to work.
You got it. Have a great day.
All right. Bye-bye, Dan. We just recorded that right here. How amazing is that? If you are out there doing podcasts and you want to call people in, or you have two people in person in the studio, and then you want to call in one person or two other people, I personally like the sound of the phone call. I just think it sounds authentic to what a call-in number would sound like. I kind of want people to know when they're listening to the audio that, yeah, that's what it actually sounds like. So let's actually go over some of these drops. In order to do that, to hear it, I have to put my in-ear back in. So here we go. Let's see what purple does. Crickets. I like crickets. Anyway, stop doing your cricketing. Thank you for stopping doing crickets. This one. Ooh, yeah. Somebody makes a good point. All you would hear in my podcast is this. Over and over and over again. So good, so good. So anyway, you see how that works, and you can connect it right to the computer, and you can change the drops really easy. The great thing about this board is you don't need to know very much about audio setups. This is super easy to set up. It's super easy to use. Plug everything in, follow the directions on the screen. I can't believe how easy it was to connect the Bluetooth. It just connects every time I turn the board back on, and I can make phone calls. I can talk to whoever I want to. You can have 4 people in the studio and take a phone call. The possibilities are endless with this. And being able that you can take it with you to have multiple people and hit record without having a computer, or go ahead and use a computer because you can record right into any recording software that you want to record into on the computer. That is a great option to have. So if you haven't subscribed to the Daily Fro, you can do that on iTunes or wherever podcasts are available. Just look for Fro Knows Photo, look for my logo, and you can listen to the Daily Fro. To find out more about this Rodecaster, you can go to bit.ly/RodecasterFro to watch a ton of different videos where they go through all of the different functions of this to show you how easy it is to set up and how easy it is to use. Does anybody want one of these? Give this a like if you want one of these. Leave a comment with what you would record with this bad boy down below, and maybe we'll talk Rode into giving us one. But one more thing I need to do, I'm going to stop recording this because I need to do a sniff test. Now, let's do the sniff test. Vegemite. Vegemite. I don't know what Vegemite tastes like, but I heard a rumor that it comes from kangaroos. So it smells like Vegemite. Yeah, I don't want Vegemite. So that's where I'm going to leave it, guys. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Like, share, comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Big thanks to Rode for sending this bad boy out for us to play with. And that's where I'm going to leave it. I want to hit record because I want to do my outro from here. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.